Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Maya. Maya was known throughout the village for her infectious laughter and kind heart. Despite facing many challenges in her life, Maya always seemed to radiate a sense of inner peace and bliss that drew others to her like moths to a flame. Part 1. One day, an old wise woman named Luna approached Maya and asked her the secret to her happiness. Maya smiled warmly and replied, "Bliss is not something you find outside of yourself, but rather a state of being that comes from within. It is the ability to find joy in the simplest of moments and appreciate the beauty that surrounds us every day." Part 2. Luna was intrigued by Maya's words and asked her to elaborate. Maya explained that true bliss comes from living in the present moment, fully embracing all that life has to offer without dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. She shared how she found joy in the sound of birds singing in the morning, the feel of the sun on her skin, and the laughter of children playing in the village square. Part 3. As Maya and Luna continued their conversation, Maya revealed that she had not always been so peaceful and content. She shared with Luna the story of how she had once been consumed by anger and resentment after facing a series of hardships in her life. It was only through mindfulness practices, self-reflection, and a shift in perspective that she was able to find her way back to a place of bliss. Part 4. Luna listened intently to Maya's story, feeling inspired by her resilience and wisdom. She realized that true bliss was not about avoiding pain or hardship, but rather about how we choose to respond to life's challenges. Maya's journey reminded Luna that happiness is a choice that we must make every day, regardless of our circumstances. 5. As the sun began to set over the village, Luna thanked Maya for sharing her insights and bid her farewell. She left with a newfound sense of peace and a deeper understanding of what it truly means to live a blissful life. Maya watched her go, her heart full of gratitude for the opportunity to touch another soul with her words of wisdom. In the days that followed, Maya's reputation as a beacon of light in the village only grew stronger. People from near and far sought her out for guidance and advice, drawn to her aura of serenity and joy. Maya welcomed each person with open arms, sharing her message of love and compassion with all who crossed her path. 7. One day, a troubled young man named Lucas arrived in the village, his heart heavy with sorrow and regret. He had heard of Maya's reputation as a wise and kind soul, and hoped that she could help him find his way back to happiness. Maya welcomed Lucas into her home and listened as he poured out his troubles and fears. Part 8. After hearing Lucas's story, Maya smiled gently and took his hand. She led him outside to a beautiful garden filled with blooming flowers and chirping birds. As they sat together in silence, Lucas felt a sense of peace wash over him, as if the weight of the world had been lifted from his shoulders. Part 9. Maya turned to Lucas and said, "Bliss is not the absence of pain, but rather the ability to find peace and joy in the midst of it. It is a choice that we must make every day, to see the beauty and goodness that still exist in the world, even in the darkest of times." Lucas looked into Maya's eyes and saw a glimmer of hope reflected back at him. Part 10. From that day on, Lucas became a regular visitor to Maya's home, soaking up her words of wisdom and finding solace in her presence. With Maya's guidance, he learned to let go of his past regrets and future worries, choosing instead to focus on the present moment and all the blessings it held. Part 11. As the seasons changed and the village transformed around them, Maya and Lucas's bond only grew stronger. Together they embodied the true essence of bliss, a deep sense of gratitude for the gift of life, and an unwavering faith in the power of love to overcome any obstacle. Part 12. In the end, Maya's legacy lived on long after she had passed from this world. Her teachings of finding bliss within, embracing the present moment, and choosing love over fear were passed down through generations, inspiring countless souls to live a life of purpose and joy. Part 13. And so, the village of Rolling Hills became known far and wide as a place of peace and harmony, where the spirit of Maya's wisdom continued to guide those in search of true happiness. And in the hearts of all who dwelled there, the memory of Maya's blissful presence lived on, a reminder that true joy is not found in external circumstances, but in the depths of our own souls.